स्वागत है जी आप सभी का हमारी एक और नए वीडियो के अंदर। तो कैसे हो आप सभी लोग? आई होप सभी अच्छे होंगे। तो आज करेंगे चैप्टर 5 ह्यूमन रिसोर्सेज जियोग्राफी का लास्ट चैप्टर से स्टार्ट करा है। पीपल आर अ नेशंस ग्रेटेस्ट रिसोर्सेज। नेचर्स bounty becomes significant only when people find it useful. It is people with their demands and abilities that turn them into resources. Hence, human resources is the ultimate resource. Healthy, educated, and motivated people develop resources as per their requirement. Human resources, like other resources, are not equally distributed over the world. They differ in their educational levels, age, and sex. Their numbers and characteristics also keep changing. My village has 1,000 people. There are 500 children in my school. How many people do you think there are in the whole world? There are 30 children in my class, around 6.6 billion people. How do you write that in numbers? ये भी है. Do you know? प्रधानमंत्री कौशल विकास योजना PKVY was started in 2015, aiming to train 1 crore Indian youth from 2016 to 2020. The objective of this scheme is to encourage aptitude towards employable skills by giving quality training to probable and exiting wage earners. Distribution of population. The way in which people are spread across the earth's surface is known as the pattern of population distributed. More than 90% of the world's population lives in about 30% of the land surface. The distribution of population in the world is extremely uneven. Some areas are very crowded and some are sparsely populated. The crowded areas are South and Southeast Asia, Europe and Northeastern North America. Very few people live in high latitude areas. Tropical deserts, high mountains and areas of equatorial forests. Many more people live north of the equator than south of the equator. Almost 3/4 of the world's people live in two continents, Asia and Africa. 60% of the world's people stay in just 10 countries. All of them have more than 100 million people. ये देख सकते हो, ये एशिया के रहने वाले हैं तो इसमें बहुत ज़्यादा पीपल हैं, सबसे ज़्यादा। ये यूरोप के उससे कम है, अफ्रीका यूरोप से ज़्यादा है लेकिन एशिया से कम है। लाइव इन सेंट्रल एंड साउथ अमेरिका, ये कम है। लाइव इन नॉर्थन अमेरिका, ये भी कम है, ये इससे भी कम है। लाइव इन ओशियन, इसमें तो सिर्फ एक ही है। और जापान, रशियन फेड, निगेरिया, बांग्लादेश, पाकिस्तान, ब्राज़ील, इंडोनेशिया, USA, इंडिया, चाइना। अब चाइना से आगे इंडिया है, ये ओल्ड ग्राफ है इसलिए। अब करते हैं आगे रीड। डू यू नो एवरेज डेंसिटी ऑफ पॉपुलेटेड इन इंडिया इज 382 persons पर स्क्वायर किलोमीटर। अब पहले ये पढ़ते हैं। Density of population. Population density is the number of people living in a unit area of the Earth's surface. It is normally expressed as per square kilometer. This average density of population in the whole world is 51 persons per square kilometer. South Central Asia has the highest density of population, followed by the East and the Southeast Asia. When all the 30 students are present, our classroom seems very crowded. But when the same class is seated in the school assembly hall, it seems so open and empty. Why? because the size or area of the hall is much larger than that of the classroom. However, when all the students of the school come into the hall too starts looking crowded. Activity: look at figure 5.2 and find out of these countries how many are in the Asia. Color them on the world map. अब ये 5.2 का है. फिगर 5.2 ये है वो. तो ये तो हमने देख लिया. चलो करते हैं इसको. फैक्टर्स अफेक्टिंग डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ पॉपुलेशन. जियोग्राफिकल फैक्टर्स. टोपोग्राफी. People always prefer to live on plains rather than mountains and plateaus because these areas are suitable for farming, manufacturing, and service activities. The Ganga Plains are the most densely populated area of the world, while mountains like Andes, Alps, and Himalayas are sparsely populated. Climate: people usually avoid extreme climates that are very hot or very cold, like Sahara Desert, polar regions of Russia, Canada, and Antarctica. Soil: fertile soils provide suitable land for agriculture. Fertile plains such as Ganga and Brahmaputra in India, Huanghe, Zhejiang in China, and the Nile in Egypt are densely populated. Water: people prefer to live in the areas where fresh water is easily available. The river valleys of the world are densely populated, while deserts have spare populated. Minerals: areas with minerals deposits are more populated. Diamond mines of South Africa and discovery of oil in the Middle East led to settling of people in these areas. Social, cultural, and economic factors. Social: area of better housing, education, and health facilities are more densely populated. Example: Pune. Cultural: places with religions or cultural significances attack people. Varanasi, Jerusalem, and Vatican City are some examples. Economic: industrial areas provide employment opportunities. Large number of people are attracted to these areas. Osaka in Japan and Mumbai in India are two densely populated areas. Populated change. Population change. The population change refers to change in the number of people during a specific time. The world population has not been stable. It has increased manifold as seen in figure 5.3. This is actually due to changes in the numbers of births and deaths for an extremely long period of human history until the 1800 seconds. The world's population grew steadily but slowly. Large numbers of babies were born, but they died early too. This was as these were no proper health facilities. Sufficient food was not available for all the people. Farmers were not able to produce enough to meet the food requirements of all the people. As a result, the total increasing in population were very low. In 1804, the world's population reached 1 billion. 155 years later, in 1959, the world's population reached 3 billion. This is often called population explosion. In 1999, 40 years later, the population doubled to 6 billion. The main reasons for this growth was that with better food supplies and medicine, that deaths were reducing while the number of births still remained fairly high. Births are usually measured using the birth rate, the number of live births per thousand people. Deaths are usually measured using the death rate, the number of deaths per thousand hundred. Migrations is the movement of people in and out of an area. Birth and deaths are the natural cause of population change. The difference between the birth rate and the death rate of country is called the natural growth rate. The population increases in the world is mainly due to rapid increase in natural growth rate. Glossary: life expectancy in it is the number of years that an average person can accept to life. Migration is another way by which population size changes. People may move within a country or between countries. Immigrants are people who live in a country. Immigrants are those who arrive in a country. Countries like the United States of America and Australia have gained in numbers by in migration or immigration. Sudan is an example of a country that has experienced a loss in population numbers due to out migration or immigration. The general trend of international migrates is from the less developed nations to the more developed nations in search of better employment opportunities within countries. Large number of people may move from the rural to urban areas in search of employment, education, हेल्थ केयर फैसिलिटीज़. आगे यहाँ से पार्टनर और पैटर्न्स ऑफ पॉपुलेशन चेंज नेक्स्ट वीडियो में करते हैं. तब तक के लिए बाय बाय.